Hi, I'm Ashley and I love the 49ers.
And I'm Nicole and I love the Chargers.
And we are touchdowns
And tight ends.
and we are not experts.
Not experts, but we are passionate.
Super passionate, even about the preseason. Kind
Yeah.
of. A little bit. We'll get into that. Hold on. Nicole, what are you drinking tonight?
Who's got the vino, girl?
Shoot.
What about you?
Always. Cheers. There's just something, it's like wine or water at night.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about that the other day. Like, do we want to do a seltzer? It's like that's more of a game day type thing, not at night.
Drinking, like,
Yeah.
seltzers make me, like I was telling you, like they make me feel like a little bloated or like gassy in the sense of like I need to burp. Like I don't need to be burping the whole time we're live. Excuse me.
Yeah. So we are heading into the last week of preseason.
Yeah.
And we've got a week off and then it's go time. Football is here.
I can't wait for the regular season. Preseason's cool, but like Nick and I were just talking before you were back in the room, and I'm like, preseason's so tough because he's like, the games matter. And I'm like, yes and no. My own opinion, right? Like, yes and no. It's really hard to evaluate who wins or loses these games because some of the teams are playing their starters against like fourth string players that might not even make the 53-man roster. So you're like, how do I evaluate? Like, I'll talk about the Saints and the Niners, but the Saints had their starters in versus people I don't even know.
And I think that's a problem with preseason. Like, personally, I feel like everyone should play in preseason. I know that there's some teams that will not play their starters, like the Chargers. They typically don't. Eckler in the past has played a couple games, but usually like they won't do Herbert. They won't have Allen. Well, he's a Bear now, but then there's everyone should have at least a couple snaps. Everyone should be involved.
Eckler's not with the Chargers anymore either, right? Where did he go? Eckler, where did he go? Commanders.
Or Commanders. Sorry.
I only know because of his wife.
I know. Melanie's the best.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, he's playing for the Commanders now. Like
she's so cute. She's like, I wish I could be a cheerleader, but I can't.
I was gonna say it was those videos that I saw her post that I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I wish I would have stayed up to date with like all the stuff happening in the off season and the preseason. Sorry if my dog doesn't stop scratching at the damn door right now. Like, but it's hard. There's like, I feel like the off season, so many things happen. So many things that I'm like, how do people keep up with this? Well, it's not their full-time job. Like,
it's the people that watch college ball too, right? Before it comes to draft. Like, how do you know so much about everything?
I mean, we've talked about getting into college.
It's too much. I can't watch games 6 days a week, you know?
Yeah. And hasn't college already started? No. Has college already started?
I don't think so. It's right around the corner.
Yeah. So did you watch your game this week?
No. I mean, I watched the highlights. I wanted to go to that game, but SoFi Rams, having it be both of our homes, but no, I didn't get to see much of it. We lost again. Justin Herbert just came back, so that's exciting. They were talking about how
fully cleared,
but they were saying just a week ago that he probably wouldn't start against the Raiders in the first game, but I think that's changed now. So we'll see.
I hope so.
I don't know what's going on with Justin Herbert. Everyone has all these negative things to say about him. It's like all of a sudden he's not this great quarterback anymore. I'm like, because he hurt his foot?
Did he get hurt in training camp?
Yes. He got hurt in training camp. We lost all of our key players, right? So now
I don't know anybody who plays on the fucking Chargers anymore except for Justin Herbert.
I know it's Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack, okay.
William James, yeah.
Bosa.
Okay. We got a couple of the OGs.
But like, I don't know who your wide receivers or your running backs are.
We will talk about that later.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't know. But the Rams Chargers game would have been fun to go to just because it was a Rams Chargers game to SoFi.
Yeah.
And the Chargers were the home team for that game, right?
They were.
Yeah.
They were. Yeah. And I always like the Rams Chargers games at home just because we share the stadium. It's just, I don't know. It's like the whole stadium's in blue and yellow or gold, and it feels like a real home game every time for me. But so that was the Niners preseason game.
I did watch it. I didn't get to watch week 1, but I watched week 3, and it was interesting. We won, but there's so much shit out there right now about Brock Purdy because of this game. So Brock Purdy played in the first quarter. They had Brock Purdy play with no other starters. So in my mind, I'm like, why are we playing Brock Purdy with no starters? Like, he's not taking reps with these guys at practice. So there's not the chemistry. Like, if we're going to start Brock, why wouldn't we start a few of his receivers or a few of his running backs or his O-line?
They didn't start anyone?
No.
That's weird.
So it's Brock Purdy out there versus the starting Saints defense.
Okay. I mean, that's tough.
Yeah. He got mauled a few times. And I was like, oh, God, this is why you don't put him in there without his starters. These guys are protecting him, and the last thing we need is for Brock Purdy to go and get hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he did okay. It was really hard to evaluate how he played just because I'm like, he doesn't. Well, I know Ayuk's not playing right now, but him and Ayuk have a chemistry, or at least him and Debo have a chemistry. Who's he throwing to? I think
that. I mean, that's the thing.
Jordan Mason might have been out there, but it's still we're talking wide receivers and running backs 4, 5, and 6, not even 1, 2, and 3.
You have the chemistry with the players. You have to play those players to see how they're going to, what the team looks like.
Totally. So the first quarter is kind of rough, right? And then we throw in Josh Dobbs for the second quarter. And he looked amazing on the field. Phenomenal. I was great QB2. And then I was also thinking, he also practices with these guys all the time.
Right.
So there's probably a little bit more chemistry, right? And then the Saints did have Derek Carr, Tyson Hill. They had.
How did Carr do?
Pretty good.
Yeah. He looked good.
Yeah. And the Saints defense looked good. Actually, I think I was reading something where they think they're going to be a top defense this year.
We play the Saints this year, and I think I said that we're going to win that one. So I don't hate that.
We play the Saints this year too, don't we? Didn't we say that was the same?
Our schedule is so similar.
No, we don't. I'm sorry, I'm looking. We don't play the Saints. But so Dobbs looked good. There's a rookie, I think his last name is Mustafa. I might mess it up, but he was pretty good. There's definitely some rookies that I didn't know most of the players, but I was like, oh, okay, that's really good. But I feel good about our QB2.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a fun game to watch, but it's always weird when you're watching a game without starters because you're so connected to all the starters that you're okay. I don't know who that was, but great job. I'll remember your name if I see you come in and play.
Well, yeah, because it's really their rehearsal, right? I mean, there's so many cuts constantly during preseason of who's not going to make it. Chargers let this person go. Welcome, Nick. Thank you for joining. Nick says, Allen looking good as a Bear, though. So Nick and I were talking about this the other night, and I was joking around saying I was a Bears fan now. Have you watched Hard Knocks? I don't think you have.
So
the Bears look good.
They're Hard Knocks with the current Bears team?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And what's interesting is Allen is so a part of this show. When we did it with the Chargers, he was not.
Interesting. What do they play that on? HBO Max?
Yeah.
Well, let me sign into your HBO Max, dude. I don't have HBO Max.
I just bought it, so I'll give it to you. I'll give you the login. No, you should watch it.
I could use a new show to watch. I'll watch Hard Knocks.
I was following the Bears this year, of course. Keenan Allen's my favorite player ever.
Yeah, you with New Jerseys.
So I want to go to that game.
With the Chargers Bears?
No, 49ers Bears.
What week was that again?
I don't know. We don't play them.
We play them. Where am I? Oh, that's the Chargers schedule. I'm like,
we play the Browns.
Week 14 at Levi. So we just need to look at what that date is.
It's probably when I'm in Europe.
I was gonna say it sounds like it's in December.
Yeah. Oh well. So
maybe I'll go.
Thanks a lot. Just kidding. All right. So
let me go back to that preseason really quick because I just want to say, so Purdy didn't do great, right? Dobbs is great. Tell me why now all these Niners fans are like, Dobbs should be QB1. Purdy's not the man. And I'm like, do you guys not understand how football works? Like, he's not playing with his team.
Everyone has so much shit to say about it. It's not his team. It's not what he's used to. It's not the people that he connects with, the chemistry. It's the same thing with Herbert and stupid Easton Stick. It's not a real game. We're going to see football in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
Oh, me too. I'm sad
against the Raiders.
Oh, well, actually, we'll be together for your game.
We will. So Ashley and I will be at SoFi.
Out here Monday night for my game.
Your game's Monday?
It is Monday night. So it's great because I don't have it was actually great because we're going to the Chargers Raiders game. And you know me, like I want to watch my game. And I was like, oh my God, thank God the Niners play Monday Night Football. So like
poor Ashley, when I would drive her to all the games before, she would be walking around like this.
With my AirPods in. I was like that while we're sitting in the game watching the Chargers, and I'm like this.
You just start yelling out of nowhere. It's like, what the heck?
Yes. I mean, if you can't stay out Monday night, we do play Monday night. You and Nick could just come stay at my house.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So week 3 preseason, we play the Raiders for you and the Cowboys for me. My 2 favorite fan bases.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. God,
dude. It's gonna be a great week. We should have went to Vegas for that game.
I know. Well, I went to the game last year, and I'm like, if I didn't have Brixton this week, I would be in Vegas this week for work. Like I would have been in Vegas, and I would have went to the game. But because I have Brixton, I'm going to Vegas next week. I literally leave on Tuesday.
Yeah. And
I'm like, damn, dude, like I just missed it. Because I was at that game last year because I was out there working.
Right. It works out. It's perfect. It's so easy for you to get to that stadium because
I just walked there from the hotel I stay at.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice. And preseason tickets are cheaper. So to get in, if you want to go see Allegiant, if you guys can't afford to go to Allegiant because it's the most expensive stadium there's in the NFL, go to a preseason game.
Yeah.
Get good seats for a pretty good price. Like I think I paid like $160 a ticket to sit in the club area in the 100s for a preseason game last year.
Dude, the 49ers games, man, it's like $400.
But that's because we won't sit anywhere other than the 100s. I won't.
Well, my game, it's SoFi. I mean,
I know. I've been spoiled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna be together at the Raiders Chargers game in a suite, and I'm super excited about that.
It'll be fun.
It's gonna be super fun.
I'll wear my Bosa jersey just to support.
I need a jersey because all I have is Allen.
That's what I said earlier. Excuse me, honey. I'm live. Thank you.
Hi, Brixton.
Hi. She just brought me dinner.
Oh, that was sweet. She made you.
That was very sweet of her. I'm just like.
So maybe I'll get a Bosa jersey.
I mean, we could do some really good pictures if you got a Bosa jersey.
Yeah, we got the one-man show today. We got the Nick show here. Let's go,
Raiders. Sorry, I'm like still sweaty. I swear to God, the air conditioning's not working in this room.
He's in the background wooing.
Okay, let's transition from preseason to fantasy.
Fantasy. All right, let's go.
This is your forte, dude.
So we just, so I run a league that I've been a part of for, I don't know, 10 plus years. It was a league that my dad was in and my brother. It was like a family league, and now it's kind of transitioned all over the place. Like you said earlier, like, who are these people? I don't know who any of these guys are. So it's friends of friends and anything. Ashley and I are the only two females in it. So we got our draft order today. I'm not very excited about mine. So it's a 12-man draft. I'm the 12th man. Ashley is 4?
4.
4.
Yeah, 4.
So when you're doing fantasy,
yeah,
right? I know you and I are very different when it comes to who we're thinking of drafting. If you're going to go for the running back, if you're going to go wide receiver, quarterback, whatever, who at 4th pick, what are you doing?
I don't know yet. Like, I'm like, all right, let's think about this, because in my other league, I've got the 2nd pick. And to be honest, this is only my 3rd year playing. The 2 years prior, I've always had like a shitty, like I was like 8, 9, 10, 12, like I was always like at the end, you know? And in my other league, it's only an 8-person league. Yeah. So, I'll be able to get quite a few good players, to be honest.
Yeah, the 12 people, it's hard.
So I think about it and I'm like, let's see. So CMC is probably going to go 1 or 2, depending on if you believe in the Madden curse or not. I don't believe in curses. So I'm like, in my other league,
I will tell you right now, in our league, David, who got first again, he's picking CMC. He's
totally. I'm saying in my other league, if CMC doesn't go first, then I'm like, all right, I'm going to draft CMC. In the other league, if CMC goes first, I think I might go CeeDee Lamb.
Come again?
CeeDee Lamb.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Over Jefferson, St. Brown? Really? Okay. Interesting. Why?
Just seeing shit on fantasy stuff saying he's going to have a season.
So I've had CeeDee Lamb, I think 3 years, and one of the years he was stellar. Kamara has actually been the person that's given me the most points.
Yeah.
Because he had that one game where he got 54 points in one freaking game. But that's interesting. Okay. I haven't seen that or heard that, but hey, was it 2 years ago? You told me to pick Pollard, and we picked Pollard, and it freaking panned out.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think for our league, right? Maybe it's CeeDee Lamb, maybe it's Jefferson, St. Brown. I think you think those are like the top 4, right? So I think that's where my head goes for the first round. I have no strategy. I will say I am learning I need to get some running backs and wide receivers in those first few rounds, though, because they get hurt.
Yeah.
But in my other league, it's a keeper league. So I kept 2 players. I kept Nico Collins and Trevor Lawrence, because it's going to be a 2 QB league. But Trevor Lawrence didn't do bad for me. And it's like a really low draft pick. There's so many. I can't even give you the rules because I don't understand all the rules still.
I just don't like Jags.
I know you don't.
But I mean, you pick people that are on teams that you don't like, right? Like, as a defense player, I hate the Raiders, but I would love to have Max Crosby.
You think I want to pick CeeDee Lamb?
Scotty D. Is that Scotty Dara? Is that Scott Dara?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. What is that? Blast from the past.
It just became a high school reunion. Okay, so let's go to your. It is Scott Dara. Hi, Scott.
What's up, Scott? Holy shit, that's funny.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah. All right, so we just talked about my picks. What about yours? Number 12, which I've been in that position. It sucks.
So I have won at the 12th spot a couple times. It's not the worst spot because you get back-to-back picks, right? So typically for me in a 12-man league, I'm going running back, wide receiver. If I'm in the top 4.
I can take notes right now. Running back, wide receiver, huh?
At 12, I'm probably not going to get the running back that I want. So I'm going to go quarterback, probably tight end.
You're going to go quarterback?
I don't know. Kelsey and Mahomes. If I can get...
I've tried your strategy of fucking quarterbacks and individuals that work together. It does not always work, man.
It doesn't always work. Absolutely not.
I tried that for like, I think 2 leagues, and I was like, this is not working in my favor.
But when it does, it does. And it's just, I mean, you have to get someone great, right? Like, it's got to be the Mahomes.
So you draft Mahomes in round 1?
I don't know. Well, I'm not telling you what I'm doing yet. We're in the same league, homie. We'll see. We'll see.
I told you what I was doing.
Yeah, but you're 2. You can steal my person.
Well, don't worry. Last year in my other league, I was really, because again, this is only my 3rd year playing, right? So the first year I would try to get like running backs, wide receiver, or like whatever. I tried to do your thing, like wide receivers and quarterbacks, right?
Running backs. When it's a PPR league, you want to do running backs first.
Yeah, but so in my other league last year, I started to go like running backs, like heavy running backs and wide receivers. By the time I got to quarterbacks, nobody was fucking left.
And see, that's the hard part too, is that I have started. So sometimes in this league, quarterbacks will start going. People will just pick them up. Usually not, because a lot of the guys in our league know what they're doing. They know how to play.
Well,
so quarterbacks won't go so fast.
Remind me what PPR is.
Points per reception.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're gonna have a little tutoring session before we draft. But so speaking of, so we have our league that we're doing. Ashley has her work league. I'll be helping her in the background.
Yeah.
Then we have the Queen's Ransom. So this league to us is very near and dear to our heart because it's a female league. It's putting women in the football space. And there's so many women out there that do know football and have a passion for football. And, you know, when a woman starts talking about football, guys are like, so, you know, Ashley, what are the stats on Debo last year? I don't
fucking know, but he went to the Super Bowl. So you want to talk about it?
Football, I still know kind of what I'm talking about. I'm still passionate about it. You know, like it's still my team. I'm still a fan. So it's this group of women. It's 12 of us. It's actually 13 of us because Ashley and I are a team. But we're doing a live draft on September 4th, I believe, at like 6 p.m. We're going to be jumping on live with Amber and whoever else can join and just talk about the strategy and what we're doing. And we're going to have a weekly call about that and just talk about everything fantasy. So that's going to be super fun. What is up, Dean?
Hi, Dean. Nicole won us that league 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was the first year we did it. And the guy that ran it, Scotty, sent us this beautiful wine gift basket with like all the charcuterie stuff and chocolates. And it was awesome. That was super fun.
Yeah. Now that league will be really fun.
Yeah. And I think being more involved and like hanging out with the girls, there's some girls in there that are, you know, they're pretty involved with football and the football networks. I mean, Amber's doing, how many things did she tell us yesterday? No idea. A lot. Yeah.
You know, it's funny, Nicole, you're talking about how like some, not all, but some men like react to women who watch sports or into sports. And so in therapy today, I was talking to my therapist about like, you're going to laugh. We were having this conversation earlier, but I didn't share this piece. So we were talking about like consistency and I go, oh, well, it's football season. So like there's going to be some consistency in my life real soon. Like I watch football every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. It's pretty consistent. And said, okay. And I go, you know what I could do, Sylvia? I could go to a bar on Sundays consistently and watch the game, and I might make some friends out there.
There you go.
And she was like, okay. I said, but to bring it back, I go, the problem is I go to those bars and it's a bunch of dudes who like to sit there and tell me I don't know shit about football. And the reality is like, I might not know everything, but I can talk to you generally about football. But if you want to talk to me about the 49ers, like I'll be able to talk at least current season. Don't ask me shit 25 years ago. Besides, I Jerry Rice and Joe Montana. You know what I mean? But it's funny that you bring that up because I literally had that conversation with my therapist this morning.
It's true. And I don't really understand the thought process behind it. Like, why not encourage guys get upset when their women don't want them to watch football? Why not encourage them to like the game? Help them understand it.
If you're like my ex-husband, you get upset when you like the game because now guys know you like the game and now they want to talk about football. And so now you're like a whole other problem.
I'm just excited. I feel like it's like Christmas morning. I just can't wait for football.
Same. That's why I said you should stay out here on Monday.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We can do your game and my game, week 1 together.
We can do a live together.
We could.
Yeah.
Stay on Tuesday.
Invite Scott Dara.
He lives right by me, Scott.
So crazy, potty.
Hold on. So I wanted to bring something up really quick. What was all that like hoopla around Harbaugh inviting Kaepernick or like asking Kaepernick to be a coach?
So I saw that. I haven't seen any updates on that. I mean, I don't know why. Maybe there's something that I'm missing. I didn't follow Kaepernick a ton, so I don't know too much about him. I know there's all this political stuff around him and whatever. Some people are all for it. Others are just like, why would we need him?
So when he was playing was when I had Brixton, and obviously I was really busy being a new mom and then her health stuff, so I didn't watch too much. I don't know that he was a bad quarterback. I can't speak like, again, we're not professionals. I don't know that he was a bad quarterback. And I know there was that kneeling for the national anthem that pissed people off. But like, that's actually like pretty a normal thing now. It's not even like
America is, I mean, everything's just sensitive. Everything's sensitive.
I don't know how he'd be at coaching, but you think about, I mean, so many players go and coach afterwards. It's different than
playing. I would love Philip Rivers to come coach, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh. Can you hear him?
Deuce disagrees.
You know why?
Like, no.
It's because there's food right here. And he is like.
You can hear him sniffing.
Sorry. He's like really wanting to eat.
My lady likes football and the Pats. Good. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Sit around and watch football all day. You know, not everyone is like that, but at least don't discourage women from football. If you want to be with someone and you want them to enjoy it with you, don't discourage it. Embrace it. Period.
Yeah. Mic drop. Okay, sorry, I distracted. So we're excited about fantasy.
Super excited. Going live next Wednesday. Are you joining me? Yes.
I'm going to try. I'm in Vegas for work, remember? So as long as I'm back in my hotel on time.
Okay.
If we do 6 o'clock, I think I can do it. I'll just tell Zach I have to be back by 6.
We can ask her to do it later too. So that'll be fun. Dean, that might be something that you might be interested in joining. So we're going to be, so next Wednesday, we're doing a pre-draft show. It's the first show of the season, just talking about, you know, strategy. We were talking about, you know, how some people randomly pick, you know, their draft picks based on hair, names, who they like, whatever. So we'll talk about that. It'll be a fun show. And then the following Wednesday will be the actual live draft.
Oh, it's 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah.
Shoot.
You have the 4th you have to make. That's the actual draft.
Oh, wait. That's in my calendar. That's in my calendar.
Okay.
I got that one.
And then we've got
I'm out of town.
Ours on the 1st, which is Sunday, I think.
Yeah, and I don't know what my other one is.
Okay.
Because they haven't decided yet. I know when I'm drafting, but we don't know when we're doing it.
Well, what are your thoughts for your last preseason game?
I mean, we lost to the Raiders in the preseason last year.
Again, it's not.
It's so hard because I'm like, I don't know. Are we going to start all of our starters for like a quarter and see like the chemistry. The other thing is there's still negotiations going on with Ayuk. There's still negotiations going on with Trent Williams. So I'm like, we still have individuals who would be our starters who wouldn't even participate on Friday.
Well, I think the Raiders preseason is a bigger deal for them because they're still trying to figure out what they're going to do with their quarterback. You got Minshew and O'Connell.
Oh, yeah, it's Minshew. I'm like, who's their quarterback again?
So,
well, I mean, and is Devontae Adams still really upset with the Raiders? And like their QB?
I think since AP came on as their coach, I think he's better. I don't know if he's still incredibly happy there. Maybe Nick can chime in on that. I don't know. Based on receiver, he seemed like he was shifting towards being a little bit happier.
I know, but I'm like, you're also on TV, so like, I guess we'll see. I mean, everything I've heard about the Raiders is they're predicted to be one of the worst teams this year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yikes!
Again, I'm getting my information off social media, so like,
yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see what a lot of teams do this year because last year there was a lot of teams that really sucked.
Yeah, and I actually think some teams this year will be better than we thought. Like, I think the Texans is going to be a pretty good team this year.
It's the Texans or the Titans. One of them is supposed to be stellar.
It's the Texans.
Well, CJ Stroud.
It's CJ Stroud, and that's where did Tyreek Hill go to the Texans?
What is good, Jay?
Hey! Oh, missed you, dude.
I know. We got to do a live with you, bud.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years, actually.
It's crazy. Oh, it's so nice to see you guys back. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. I believe we're going to go live again next week, yeah? On Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in Vegas. I'm flying in that day.
Okay, we'll figure it out. I mean, we could even go Monday if I'm with you.
Oh, yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Guys, we'll post on our Instagram when we're going live next week because it's not 100% good. Yeah, that's what I said. Stephon Diggs went to, yeah. So, although, hey, people are saying not to draft Stephon Diggs pretty high this year. I don't know, dude. Stephon Diggs is good, but he's got a fucking attitude problem, that dude.
Stephon Diggs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like.
Jay in the Bay.
Huh.
Dude, I'm a Bears fan. I need to change all of this.
No. It's like all our marketing is Chargers and Niners.
Change everything. I am extremely bummed about that. And it's not just about him leaving. Like, I know that's part of the game and that's, what happens, but it's the way that it happened. Nobody knows really the truth, right? We're not on the team. So apparently he said he'd take a pay cut. They didn't offer him one. I don't know what happened, but I am very interesting about that, though, is there's a lot of talk about him coming back next year. He'll play 2 more seasons as a Charger and retire as a Charger.
Sounds like Frank Gore, right?
That's also what Rivers did.
Yeah, I was say Frank Gore came back, played like a little bit, was able to retire as a 49er.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited to see what Caleb Williams does too. I think he's a great quarterback. I mean, the Bears are going to be fun for me to watch, period.
I mean, the goal would be to keep him. I think that him and Brock Purdy have really good chemistry. I think my concern is, so here's the thing. I'm not a player, right? So my concern goes, hey, what kind of drama did you cause with the team holding out for a contract? The reality is I think this is pretty normal for any player to try and hold out for this contract. I think the other thing Ayuk, and we talked about this last week, Ayuk needs to realize he can go ahead and leave and play for the Steelers, but he's probably not going to make it back to the Super Bowl. So, like, your big payday comes after you win the Super Bowl. So stay with the team that's going to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah. I think I'm a fan of his.
There's got to be some sort of animosity with him and someone maybe on the coaching staff or management or.
I know a few people. Let me ask.
All right. Find out.
They're not going to tell me that.
That jersey right behind you.
What was that?
I said, then put that jersey right behind you.
I wasn't even talking about that individual.
Oh.
That's talking about my friend who's a coach.
Oh, Miguel?
Yes.
Oh, So the Bears offense should be good this year. So I am watching Hard Knocks. That is why I'm becoming obsessed with the Bears, because
He's letting me sign into her HBO Max tonight so I can start it.
Yeah. But this happens every time. Every time I watch Hard Knocks, I'm like, oh, I like the Colts. Oh, I like this team. I'm a sucker. We're in a rebuild year, but Devontae is happy enough. $28 million a year. He better be. Yeah. 8-8. Okay. That's a solid
500 record.
It's a solid prediction.
We'll see. I mean, I there was also rumors about Devontae coming to the Niners at some point in the offseason.
Dean.
Aww.
You're the sweetest.
Thank you. We appreciate everyone, but Dean, we really appreciate that.
Number one fan. Dean, are you going to go to the Chargers-Pats game?
I think you want to go to the Niners-Pats game.
Oh, we want to go to the Niners-Pats game.
I can't remember. Last week we talked about it a little bit. So.
All right. Well, I'm getting excited, man.
I know. So I'm going to watch my game on Friday. When is your game this week? Saturday?
I think so. It's against Dallas. I'm so sick of Dallas.
Is it in Dallas?
Yeah.
Bummer.
I know. That would have been fun. And I'll be home.
I know. Okay. Well, we'll be at a game soon.
Well, Chargers Raiders.
Yeah, it's in like a few weeks.
Yeah. September 8th.
And what is our question we have for everybody that we're going to post it? I swear to God, we're actually going to post it on our Instagram this week.
Guys, I'm the worst.
Nicole, let's be fair. She manages Instagram more than I do. I'm trying to take over our TikTok. I'm not good there either, but I'll figure it out.
Oh, man. What is up, David?
Hey, David.
Let's go 49ers. Thanks for joining, bud. I am. I was really excited about it, and then I'm not liking what I'm seeing in preseason. But
hey, look,
we took the whole half of the show talking about preseason, and we have to put the players out there.
We took the 49ers to the Super Bowl.
I know.
They didn't win, but
again, the game I'm most excited about is the brothers, Ravens, Chargers.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Jay, thank you so much for joining. We'll see you next week, hopefully.
Hi, Jay.
Oh, love. Okay. So question for this week. How do we want to position this question? Because we're both different.
Just like, who are your top?
Okay. If you are the 12th draft pick, I'm selfish here.
Okay? Go ahead, do it.
Me. You have the 12th draft pick, PPR league. So you're 12 and then you're 1, right? So you're back to back. Who are you drafting? That's my question. I'll put it on Instagram. We'll put it on TikTok. It'll be more about the draft in general, not just the 12th pick. But
yeah, that's what we want to know. Because we've got our drafts coming up and we want to win because we're actually really competitive. So
it shouldn't be. We're not experts. We're passionate. We're not experts. We're competitive. We also need to come up with a tagline.
That is our tagline. We're passionate. We're not experts. That is a tagline.
Okay.
Like next question. Would you wear that on a shirt?
There you go. Put our faces on it. Scott
excuse me. We are not experts, but we are passionate. Come on, that'd be so good.
Perfect. We're making stickers.
Hold on, especially for females.
Yeah, I know. Where's the ladies at?
I mean, I appreciate everybody that follows us and joins us. So thank you guys.
We love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining. Again, please follow us, Instagram, Touchdowns and Tight Ends, TikTok, and YouTube. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. We'll be on every Tuesday at 6.
Yep. We'll see you guys next week. Oh.
Everyone's going to be gone. I'm 12th. right.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.